The opening score of the game after 3.5 minutes scored by number 12, who's Picky Mar. Champions Clough Ballacolla lead 1 point to no score after 2 bad wides for Castletown Slieve Bloom. Castletown on the attack from the puck out, where number 24, good ball in towards Darren Marr, the full back for Clough Ballacolla. Doesn't get it very far, but he gets it out of the danger area. Here's Ben Conroy with a chance of the equaliser, but it's going to drop into the hands of the goalkeeper Danny Hanlon for Clough Ballacolla. Long relieving clearance, going to drop towards Picky Mar, the man that got the opening score here after 3.5 minutes of play. Tom Phelan for Castletown Slieve Bloom, long serving defender. It's a good ball out towards Paddy Mullaney. Paddy Mullaney loses possession, goes back towards Tom Delaney for Clough Ballacolla. Tom Delaney with a good clearance. The champions playing into whatever breeze is blowing here in Moore Park. And there is Brendan McAvoy about to clear his lines. Over towards the centre half out, Michael McAvoy, their first winning captain here 2 years ago, to foul on Willie Hyland. But Willie Hyland going to get a score. Is he going to put 2 points? Well blocked down though. But Willie Hyland wins possession, gets the ball again, takes a shot, going to go across the goal mouth. It's going to go out over the end line and wide, and number 15, Mick Dunphy appealing for the ball, standing all on his own on the edge of the square, but the ball goes out wide. Clough Ballacolla have a wide, they also have a point in Castletown with 2 points, with 2 wides yet to score. Ball drops around the centre of the field towards Shane Hanlon for the champions, back to John A. Delaney, where number 2 didn't play in the league final. Injury has obviously teared up. Heavy tackle there on 15. Mick Dunphy goes in towards Picky Mar, looking for a spot, looking for number 21, who's Ken Phelan. Ken Phelan is playing in the Clough Ballacolla team in place of Johnny Fannan, but playing in attack. Free for Clough, for Castletown. Foul there on Paul Cuddy, and Brochan Reilly blows his whistle. The wind getting a little bit stronger and favouring the champions of many years. Their last title coming back in 2005. Ball going to break around the middle of the field. Shane Hanlon again gets possession, goes soloing, trying to feed Willie Hyland. Ball knocked away from Willie Hyland, but breaks to Michael Dunphy. Michael Dunphy has a chance here of a goal. Great save by Ger Cuddy, but it goes back towards Ken Phelan. Ken Phelan takes the shot. Second wide for Clough Ballacolla. 2 wides apiece, or has it got out for a 65? Brochan Reilly has blown his whistle for something. I think he's blown for a 65. Yeah, 65 for Clough Ballacolla. Seven minutes gone in the opening half. Just 1 point for the reigning champions, Clough Ballacolla. No score for Castletown Slieve Bloom, who defeated Abbey Leaks after a replay in their preliminary round. Of course, Clough Ballacolla making their championship debut today after they qualified by reaching and winning the league final. And tension there is for Michael McAvoy, the centre half hour. He's about to take the 65. Or is it Willie Hyland? It's Willie Hyland wearing number 14. Bending, lifting, striking, hoping to open his account. It's dropping to the left of the post as we look in. And the umpire there calling for attention for a Castletown defender. I don't think there was any real contact, but he seems to be in some kind of agony. A number of changes on the Castletown team from that selected earlier in the week. John Gahan at number 5 is gone. Also gone at right half hour, Barry McKelvey. Coming in there are Kevin Conroy in defence, where number 18 played very well against Abbey Leaks. Also coming into the attack, and out goes Kevin Carroll. Replacement there is Paddy Mullaney and Brian Ferns or Barney coming into the attack as well. Many tried and trusted names for Clough, for Castletown. Winners of 5 in a row. Their last one comes to 2003. And Clough Ballacolla hoping to become the first club since Castletown did in 2003 to put titles back to back. They'll have a long way to catch up, of course, in Castletown. And they won their 8th title in 2005. Castletown defender appears to be okay. Attention there from Jimmy Conroy. And play will resume. Just a 1 point after 9 minutes 45 seconds gone. Castletown will be happy with that, but they are playing with whatever breeze is blowing out there. Paddy Mullaney is dispossessed, but he goes back and he wins with a lot of Castletown players in there in a bit of a ruck. He's going to break towards Shane Hanlon. He got a bit of a push. The referee says play on. Ball is knocked away by Kevin Conroy in towards Darren Marr. Heavy charge there. Oh, a bit of argy-bargy. Cyril Cuddy was a bit involved, I think, along with Darren Marr. Seemed to be an okay kind of a challenge in the beginning stages, but a little bit of afters. Mick Clear in there trying to sort it out. Possibly will be a hot ball after all that, after Clough Ballacolla had been awarded a free. I see 2 very prominent referees discussing the matter. One of them is Anthony Stebelin, and the Brochan Reilly is in charge here this evening. Interesting to see what's the observations of Anthony Stebelin. Seldom gets it too far wrong, and he's indicating that the free is going. No action, further action to be taken. And Danny Hanlon. Bends and lifts and strikes. Up towards the defence. Kevin Conroy's in there. Doesn't seem to be 100% after that little bit of an injury earlier in the game. But McClear has indicated it's a line ball. And he's going to leave it for Kevin Conroy, I think. Or is it the centre half back? Declan Keenan. Cuts it along the ground. He's looking for Ben Conroy, is it? Good ball in from Clough Ballacolla. Oh, dangerous ball here. Oh, dangerous ball there. But the danger averted. Should have been better work by Willie Dunphy, maybe. But Ger Cuddy living in dangerous territory there. He batted out the ball, but no clearance. But the danger is averted for the moment. Comes back towards Shane Hanlon, the midfielder for Ballacolla. He's trying to get room to swing left-handed. He's looking for Mick Mac turns and strikes, but is it to be wide number 3 for the champions? It is indeed. The score remains just 1 point after 12 minutes of play. 1 point for Clough Ballacolla. No score for Castletown Slieve. Ger Cuddy doesn't get that much distance into it because the ball's going to break right out to Picky Marr, the man that got the only score. Is he about to score a second one? But Picky shows the other side of Picky Marr because he can drive them wide as well. The score remains 1 point to no score in favour of the reigning champions. Last year, of course, the sides met here in a thrilling quarter-final. And perhaps Castletown Slieve a great chance to win it in the finish, but didn't happen in the replay. Clough were convincing winners. Good ball out there towards number Brian Ferns, is it? Brian Ferns dropping it in dangerously, but Darren Marr is fully alert to the danger. It's chased by James Hooven. He scoops it out to the right half back there for Clough Ballacolla. Brendan McAvoy doesn't make, but he gets it to Hanlon. Did he pick it off the ground? The referee says no, play away. Going to break out towards Ben Conroy. Foul and centre half forward for Ben Redden, and a chance here for the opening score. Ben Conroy has been taking an awful lot of their frees and championship, minor and football. Are we to have an equaliser after almost 14 minutes? bending, lifting, striking. Umpire Anthony Stapleton not happy, says it's wide and there's no dispute. Well wide from Ben Conroy, so his side remain scoreless. Coming up to the end of the opening quarter in this Laois Senior Hurling Championship quarter final, the first of the quarter finals, pits the two champions of many times champions over the last couple of years. Castletown Slieve Bloom, winners of the first big title. It was Castletown then back in 1995. They beat Portlaoise. They'd beaten Cameras in the champions in the semi-final. Ball breaks down towards John A. John A back after an injury, doesn't look that sharp as he usually does, but he has help back there, and Bill Duggan is it, the rugby player. Ben Redden is trying to get in to break up the move, and Ben Redden gets the better of Bill Duggan. He's looking for options, and I think he might have Ben, the other Ben, but the ball's going to break out towards Tom Delaney, is it, for Ballacolla? Tom not making a great clearance, but he does get it around to the middle of the field. In there is the Finan Cuddy, the captain of Castletown Slieve, into the long-serving David. David goes to the ground, but it's going to break towards Ben Redden. Is he being fouled? It would look to be fouled from here, but Brochan says play away, but the crowd in the stand don't think so, but Darren Marr gets the better of it. Darren Marr ships another heavy tackle. The first from David and then from James Houben. Ball kicked out over the line by Cyril Cuddy. It'll be a line ball has to be a line ball, surely, for Clough Ballacolla. Right in the very corner, as Mick Clear indicated otherwise. I'm not too sure. Anthony Stapleton out there to offer his bit of assistance, and I think the ball is going to be for Clough Ballacolla. Nobody in there to take it, but I do see somebody going back to take it now. Is it Damien Bergen? Damien Bergen, I think, didn't play in the league final, but I think they're all going to leave it to John A. Delaney. Not a very long one, but the breeze is pretty strong out there at the moment. Tom Delaney, one of the most underrated hurlers maybe on the Clough Ballacolla team, but he knocked the ball out over the sideline. This time there's no dispute, a chance for Castletown Slieve Bloom. And Ben Conroy, well, he's a wonderful free taker. Puts a good ball in towards Paddy Mullaney. Paddy Mullaney only succeeds knocking it out over the line. He appeals for a first 65. Anthony Stapleton says no. The score remains after 16 and a half minutes of play in the Laois Senior Hurling Championship quarter final. Clough Ballacolla 1 point. Castletown Slieve Bloom no score. Ball breaking to Barney Ferns. Had a great game here. He came on as substitute against Abbey Leaks in the drawn game, and then had a fine game in the replay. Ball's going to break kindly for the fullback Garrod Gahan. His brother John not playing. And ball breaks down towards Ben Redden again. Ben Redden won't come up for him, goes up the second time. He's trying to get away from John A. He did half succeed, but he leaves it to Paddy Mullaney. Paddy Mullaney got a couple of great scores. And has he the opening score today? Well, Anthony Stephen says he has indeed. And the opening score, a point for Paddy Mullaney. After 17 minutes and 21 seconds, the scoreboard reads 1 point apiece. No panic on either benches at the moment. But a line ball coming out here towards right under the terrace to be picked up by Danny Hanlon, who is commuting on his mobile phone to somebody on the far side of the field. Line ball for Castletown towards Paddy Mullaney. Pushed by Bill Duggan. Bill disagrees, but Brochan Reilly won't change his mind, I'm sure, and it'll be a chance here for Ben Conroy. Maybe 2 points within the space of 2 minutes after it took them 16 and a half to get one. Maybe they're going to get two together. Right in front of the goal. He was wide on his first attempt, but perhaps he'll have more luck on this occasion. Ben Conroy, is he to score his first point? He does indeed. The sides were on level pegging, but Ben Conroy, after 18 minutes of play, puts the former champions in front by a single point. Not gone up on the electronic scoreboard, but we make it Castletown Slieve Bloom 2 points. The champions Clough Ballacolla just 1 point after 18 minutes of play for a free scoring forward line, but maybe they just haven't hit top gear yet. But a chance here for the equaliser from Shane Hanlon. Shane Hanlon's attempt is blocked down, has to say, that Castletown Slieve Bloom marking very closely. The point has gone up on the board. It's 2-1. Willie Highland, score getter supreme for the champions. Out towards Hanlon. Hanlon is beaten again. Good ball here, but Finan Cuddy leaves it, and the referee says he was fouled, and he's going to have a word here, I think, with, is it looking like Canis, is it? No? Or is he just happy with the blow for the free? Canis looks back as much as to say, what's the problem, ref? No. Shane Hanlon gives his 3 and 4 pence, and the referee indicates for a free, and this time it'll be a defender, I think, Kevin Conroy, who's going to take this for the champions. Probably Ben Conroy is somewhere looming around the edge of Tom Delaney's area. Dropping in, going to go over the bar. A good point by Kevin Conroy. Three points to 1 in favour of the former champions. But it's early days yet. 20 minutes on the clock. Castletown Slieve Bloom 3 points. Coolino on for the champions, Clough Ballacolla. Ball broken down towards Shane Hanlon. Just a tug on the jersey there, rightly spotted there by the referee. Fouled by Kevin Conroy. The man has got the 3rd point for the former champions. Willie Highland coming out, possibly open his account before the 21st minute. Very stiff breeze blowing into the champion's face at the moment. A bit of derision there from some Castletown supporters. Well caught by Ger Cuddy. Out to Paul Cuddy. Paul Cuddy way down the field towards Tom Delaney. Well caught by Tommaso Duflania. Not a very long clearance, but he will get it towards Kevin Cuddy, but he gets it towards Willie Highland. Willie Highland tries to get around a couple of men. A wild pull there by a Castletown, but the referee says play on, gave the advantage. Still Clough Ballacolla. Chance here of their 2nd score from the centre half hour. Michael Mack. Michael Mack is hooked. Good work by the Castletown defence, but they haven't cleared the danger yet. But in there is clearing these lines is Paul Cuddy. Lovely ball out to the wing, and Castletown Slieve Bloom playing a nice brand of hurling like they did in the replay against Abbey. Here's Canis Coonan. Canis Coonan, lovely hand pass out towards Shane Hanlon. Shane Hanlon, lovely ball up towards the corner. Going to go very near the sideline. Going to be kept in play by Michael Dunphy. But Tom Phelan has seen it all before, but he doesn't get it out very far. But a lovely ball towards Willie Highland's going to tail off to the left hand side. 4 wides for the champions, just 1 point. 2 wides for the former champions, and they have 3 points. We make it 21.5 minutes gone in this Laois Senior Hurling Championship quarter final. Ger Cuddy going to puck out for Castletown Slieve Bloom. Ball is going to drop towards Darren Marr and David Cuddy. Back there is the centre field player Shane Hanlon, winning a lot of ball, not getting an awful lot of length into his clearances. It goes back as far as Bill Duggan now. It's gone back as far as John A. John A still in possession. Nice ball out, but waiting for there is Paddy Mullaney. Score of a couple of points against Monaster Laois, but I'm afraid that one's gone out over the end line, and that'll be 3 wides for Castletown Slieve Bloom. And Danny Hanlon maybe in a little bit of an anxiety, but in his anxiety he only drops the ball towards James Hooban, and James Hooban spots a man inside, but it's not going to work out. The man inside was Cyril Duggan, but waiting for Cyril Cuddy, waiting for was Tom Delaney. In this Castletown defence, hurling very well. Brian Ferns, clearance up towards Canis. Canis short one towards Hanlon. Winning a lot of possession, he gets a nice ball towards Mick Mack. Mick Mack over to the far side, waiting for it was Damien Bergen. Wasn't really expecting it. And 2 Castletown men waiting for it is Brian Ferns. Brian Ferns with a long ball in towards David Cuddy. We haven't seen a lot of action from David, but then his man hasn't done an awful lot either. David tries to get in to visit the goalkeeper. Going to go very near the sideline. It's going to go over the sideline, but well, the referee says Danny Hanlon fouled. Danny no doubt won't approve of that decision, but gone back in. He probably averted the danger. He knew there was nobody left at home. And he fouled Ben Redden, and a chance here from an acute angle after 23.5 minutes for Ben Conroy to increase the former champion's advantage. Tension for Paddy Mullaney. Doherty going in to see that he's okay. But the referee blows the whistle and tells him to get on with the play. Ben Conroy strikes it sweetly. Anthony Stapleton says sweetly and over the bar. Ben Conroy's second point. It's 4 points to 1. 24 minutes gone in the opening half. Bill Duggan waiting all on his own. Great ball up towards the full forward line. Willie Hyland is trying to get there first. It doesn't work out for Willie Hyland. Tom Phelan takes no prisoners. Lovely ball across. Waiting for his foul there on Gahan, the full back. Surely the referee says play on. Gahan pushed away, going very near the sideline. And good clearance, but McClears waves his flag, but he just waved play on. Ball, Willie Hyland is blocked down. Very close marking on Willie Hyland here by the Castletown defence. And a long relevant clearance there by the midfielder and Captain Fanon Cuddy. He was looking for Hobie. Hobie tries to get it in towards David. David not as mobile as he used to be, but he's causing a few problems for Darren Marr. But back helping out there on the far side was Bren McAvoy. Bren McAvoy, lovely ball up towards Willie Hyland, loses it, or Picky Marr, and Picky Marr seems to have the second score. He got the first one. He's also got the second one for the champions. And that leaves the scoreboard reading after 25.5 minutes. 4 points for Castletown Slieve Bloom and 2 points. 2 points for Picky Marr, 2 points for the champions, 2 points. Not 4 to not 2. Ball dropping around the middle of the field, but John A. Delaney coming out with a long relieving clearance. He's trying to pick out Willie Dunphy over on the far side. The referee is blowing for a line ball. Line ball on the far side, and it will be surely for Castletown, I think. Ball going to drop very near the sideline. Is it gone back out? The linesman's flag is up. And Castletown supporters think that it might be taken out by a Ballacolla man. The linesman doesn't think so. And neither does Shane Hanlon think so, because he's going to take the line ball. Low ball on the ground. He's looking for Ken Phelan. Good ball out towards Willie Hyland. Hasn't opened his account yet, and he's not going to open it here because in there is his inter-county teammate Paddy Mullaney. And Paddy Mullaney sends a great ball down. He's going to drop towards Canis and Darren Marr. In towards the Hoobie, but the ball won't come up. One time it used to come up very simply, and the referee has awarded a free into James Hoobin. Bill Duggan not happy with the decision, but Hoobin went down. Would it be a time to go for a goal, or is it a bit too far out? 27 minutes gone and 25 seconds. James Hoobin. Not going to take it. I think it'll be Ben Conroy. Doubt if he'll attempt. He's not even looking for directions or permission. I think he's going to go for a point to put 3 in it. Coming up to 28 minutes gone in this. And it has to be said, the champions haven't been really at their best, but just doing enough. They're keeping in touch as Ben Conroy whips that one over the bar. 3 points for Ben Conroy. They lead 5 points to 2. 2 points for Picky Marr. Of course, a long range point from a free by Kevin Conroy. Well caught in the middle of the field by the captain. He feeds it into Paddy Mullaney, but another bad effort by Paddy Mullaney. Going to tail off to the left of the post and wide. Score remains after 28 minutes. 5 points to 2. As Danny Hanlon prepares to puck out, and his father here very nervously down here under us on the terrace. Hardly satisfied, but Ball going to break towards Willie Highland, has moved out to the position that was vacated by the Picky. Lovely ball to Paddy Mullaney, but is it to fall to David? David catches, throws it. Is he? No. The referee says play on, and cleared by Bill Duggan. That was a chance for Castletown before the half-time whistle. But good work here by the Castletown defence. The referee blows his whistle. Another free out for an overworked Castletown defence, where centre half-back Declan Keenan is having a fine game. Ken Phelan appears to be picking him up at the moment, and both of them seem to be playing on the wing. Kevin Conroy got a point already. Would it be asking too much? But it's a great ball in towards David. Chance for Canis. Canis catches the ball. Very cool under pressure. Ball roll breaks out towards Ben Redden. Ben Redden takes a look at the goal. He won't score from there. Another bad white for the Castletown Slieve Blue. Score remains 5 points to 2. No panic, no changes. Coming up to the half-time whistle, and I suppose there won't be, because we're gone 29 minutes and 45 seconds in the Laois Senior Hurling Championship quarter-final. The champions trailing by 3 points, but remember that there is a fairly strong breeze blowing out there, and it is favouring the former champions. Many of them out there with 4 and 5 medals, some there since 1995. Paul and David would have been part of their first winning team back in 1995, beaten in 96, came back to win 97. Beaten in 98, and then went on to win 5 in a row. Ball broken towards David Cuddy, or Paul Cuddy I should say, and Paul goes back. Missed it the first time, doesn't make any mistake the second time, but he's going to drop it to his opposite number, Bill Duggan. Bill Duggan sweeps a lovely ball up towards Willie Dunphy. Willie Dunphy with loads of space out here in front of Tom Phelan. Ball up towards Willie Highland. A chance here for Willie to get a score before the half-time break, but he's not going to be selfish. He lets it back towards Shane Hanlon, and Hanlon right in front of the goal, straight over the bar. A good point by Shane Hanlon. From a nice pass by Willie Highland, an important score just before half-time, and Willie out operating around the 40. "30 minutes gone. We're gone into injury time. As the ball breaks towards Finan, the captain, gets ahead of Shane Hanlon. In towards John Abe. John Abe not having one of those good John Abe Delaney games. And Ben Redden, a shot, and surely a point from Ben Redden. And John Delaney won't be happy when he looks back at that one. Ben Redden with his opening point in quick response to the point for Shane Hanlon. We're now gone 31 minutes into this game. And Dan Hanlon pucks out to the centre of the field, beyond centre field. A good puck out if he's playing against the breeze. Here come, well, I thought it was a free, but here come the champions. Maybe a score before half-time, maybe a goal. Goes to ground, but waiting for this Tom Phelan. Tom Phelan sends a lovely ball out towards Pat Mullaney. Pat Mullaney out towards the wing. Out towards Kevin Conroy, is it? On a solo run. Did he catch it 3 times? But it doesn't matter. He pucks it in towards the goal mouth. Chance for David. But one time the wood come up for David. He has a chance, a shot from David, and out over the crossbar by David Cuddy. Makes it 7 points to 3. And certainly John Sullivan will have a few words to say with his defence there, because that ball should have been cleared. It was a great run by Ben Conroy, and Brochan Reilly blows the half-time whistle after 32 minutes of play. The Laois Senior Hurling Championship quarter-final. The scoreboard reads Castletown Slieve Bloom, no goals and 7 points. The champions Clough Ballacolla, no goals and 3 points. Brochan Reilly centre of the field, throws the ball in for a start of the second half. Finan Cuddy first breakaway, looking for the Ben Redden. Moved in around the corner, going to get around John A. He's been causing a few problems. Wait, there is Darren Marr. Gets it back to John A. John A out to Ben Mack. Brandon McAvoy, good ball down towards Ken Phelan. Ken Phelan out towards the corner forward, Willie Dunphy. Willie Dunphy feeding a good ball into the corner. He was looking for Willie Highland. Willie has a bit of ground to go, but Ken Phelan going in there, but wait for there is the centre back, Declan Keenan, up towards Paul Cuddy. Lovely hand pass towards the centre field to the brother Fanon. Ball out towards the sideline, going to go over the sideline. Mick Clear indicates a line ball for the champions, Clough Ballacolla. 1 minute gone the second half. The scoreboard reads as it did at half time. Castletown Slieve by 7 points. But a ball in towards the goalkeeper, Danny Hanlon. Shipped a bit of a knock, but he's coming solo and he gets a lovely ball out towards Tommaso Duhlania. Tom pucks the ball down towards Mick Mack and Paul Cuddy. Mick not getting a lot of change from Paul Cuddy. He's been there a long time. The ball comes out towards Willie Highland. We're going to break towards Shane Hanlon. Got a point in the first half. They have 3 on the scoreboard. Lovely ball knocked down. Picky Marr picked up the other 2 points for the champions. Ball's going to break towards Paddy Malani. First time pull out towards Bren Mack. Bren Mack out to Tom Delaney. In there is the other number 7. Is it Cyril Cuddy playing on the number 7? Ball in towards Ben Conroy. This man has a bit of speed. It's still Ben Conroy. He's going to shoot for a point and he gets the opening score of the second half. Yeah, 32 minutes gone in the game. Ben Conroy with the opening score of the second half to add to 3 that he got in the first half. He has 4 points. The champions yet to score in the second half. In there is Declan Keenan. Lovely clearance out towards Jimmy Hull. Hull doesn't get it back towards Canis. Canis don't make too many mistakes and he gets the ball out towards Tom Delaney. Tom Delaney trying to get room to swing. Gets a good ball in towards the full forward line. In there is Brian Ferns. Ball going to be cleared out over the sideline. Line ball here for Clough Ballacolla. Michael McAvoy. Ball gone in towards Willie Mack. Takes a look at the goal, or Willie Dunphy. Looks to be inside the post. It is a good point by Willie Dunphy. 33 minutes gone in the second half. 33 minutes gone in the game, and it's 8 points to 4 in favour of Castletown Slieve. Willie Dunphy with his opening point of this game. Ball breaks around the centre of the field. Got a break towards Paddy Malani, picking up an awful lot of loose ball. Don't know where he's actually supposed to be playing, but he's getting an awful lot of ball. Ball in towards Darren Marr, the fullback. Darren Marr is blocked down by Ben Redden. Gets it the second time. Still Darren Marr lets a lovely ball out towards Tom Delaney. He has support there in Bill Duggan, but he sends a long relieving clearance down towards Willie Highland. Willie Highland and the fullback. Ball breaks in towards Willie Dunphy. Got the point a minute ago. Here he's a good chance of a goal, but Tom Phelan comes across. Or is it Paul Cuddy? Paul Cuddy going to hand pass out here towards Finan, the captain. Lovely ball from Finan out towards Ben Conroy. He's playing corner forward, but he's all over the pitch. Loses the ball, goes back. He's going to be chased by Shane Hanlon. He gets a good ball into the corner, but waiting for this Darren Marr, the fullback. Fullback going to break towards Paddy Malani and going to break towards Bill Duggan, but in there too. Tom Delaney picking up an awful lot of ball here for the champions. Dangerous ball in towards Ger Cuddy. Has it on his chest. Gets a good ball. He intended it for Paul Cuddy, but the attack is broken up. He's going to break towards Ken Phelan. A shot from Ken Phelan. A goal for Ken Phelan. Or it's no. Oh, stalemate here. The referee will have to blow his whistle. While Ger Cuddy blocked the ball, he didn't know where it went. I think he thought it had gone past him. The umpires didn't go for any flags. And Brochan Reilly is going to have a word with somebody in here. He's going to talk to his umpires, I think. Bit of stalemate, but certainly no flag went up. And Enda Conroy, I think, is the man that's on the ground after a bit of a sharp muzzle. But it was a rasping shot in from Ken Phelan. The referee is going to award, is it a free in? It looks like a free in. Yeah, free in for the champions. Will Willie Highland be tempted to go for goal? It probably for Ger Cuddy line and the ball, not too sure, but he's awarded a free in. No further action to be taken. Would be a chance for Willie Highland. Got him here in this goal before, but it's early stages yet. His side haven't been hurling well, but a goal now would make a huge difference at this stage. We're gone just over 35 minutes in this League Senior Hurling Championship quarter-final. It would look at this stage as if Willie is going for broke. Lifts and strikes, shot, saved, and out for a 65. It was a good shot. It seemed to be off Ger Cuddy's hurl, and certainly he escaped there, but Joe Airty is in there having a word with the umpire. I think he's wondering what the free for was maybe in the very beginning stages, but Joe doesn't say too much, but he's not too happy with some decision in there. But anyway, Willie Highland, to make amends, I'm sure he'll settle for a point at this stage. Bending and lifting from Willie hasn't scored yet, but he might have scored after 36 minutes of play. Point for Willie Highland from the 65. Willie, and the wind seems to be getting a bit stronger here. Puck out from Garoda, could you hit? Ball breaking out towards is it the full back? Goes to the ground, no frees the referee. Hand passes it out towards a bit of a tackle there on the centre back. Ball going to break here along the wing out towards Ben McAvoy. The half back line is hurling well out towards the midfielder. Hannes Coonan gets it out around the middle of the park. We're waiting for it there. He's Declan Keenan, is it? Foul there on Ben Conroy, but the referee says play on. Another foul on him, but Ben Conroy takes a shot, and Ben Conroy is quite content to take the point. The second point of the half for Castletown after 37 minutes of play. Second point for Ben Conroy. Brochan Reilly's going to have a word there. He sees an injury there to James Hooban. Play about to resume. Is it with a puck out yet after that point by Ben Conroy? Bit of an injury there to James Hooban. He's okay. A long puck out, well caught here by Ken Phelan, the man who sent in that rasping shot that almost caught Ger Cuddy unawares, but he blocked it down at the cost of a 65, at a cost of a close-in free, and a foul on Willie Highland. Probably unnecessary tackling there by the Castletown defence that could lead to a yellow card and certainly a free, and Brochan Reilly is going to, at least he's going to book the player, and a chance for Willie Highland. He's got his first point, a chance for Willie Highland to get his second point after 40 minutes of play. Over close to the stand, bending and lifting and striking. Willie Highland, Anthony Stephen looks up, walking over the bar. The margin is down to 3 points. Castletown, a lovely ball along the ground towards David Cuddy, hasn't scored. Oh, a wild tackle there by Cyril Cuddy. Certainly a yellow card there for a heavy tackle on Darren Marr, but in fairness to Darren Marr, he didn't make a meal out of it. He's getting up, he's okay. And Shane Hanlon will take the free, but I'm sure it could be the first yellow card of the evening. Certainly a yellow card for Cyril Cuddy. Chance for Danny Hanlon to drop it in around the kitchen. Oh, a chance here for... Oh, well taken by a Castletown defender. Lovely ball out towards Kevin Conroy. Long relieving clearance from Kevin Conroy. In towards David Cuddy and Darren Marr. Darren Marr goes to the ground. Wins the ball, hand passes it out towards John A. John A. down along the far sideline towards Willie Highland, knocked away from Willie Highland though. And here comes Ben Conroy, the speed merchant. He's brought to the ground by referee, says play on. Or towards Finan Cuddy, is it? Finan trying to make room for himself. The captain gets a good ball in, but Ben McAvoy will win the race here between himself and Cyril Cuddy. Ball out towards Bill Duggan. Bill Duggan, ball down along. Good ball down towards Willie Highland. He'll cause problem. He bats it out though. He didn't go for the score. He bats it out towards Ken Phelan going to get the ball now. Ken Phelan trying to make room. He almost had a point. He almost had a goal, should we say. But now he has a wide. The score remains 9 points to 6. We make it 42 minutes gone in the Laois Senior Hurling Championship quarter final. Perhaps the breeze not as strong as it was in the second quarter of the opening half. Puck out for Jercuddy. No goals yet in this Senior Hurling quarter final. Remember, it's the third year in a row the sides have met. Clough Ballacolla have won each occasion, although it took 2 games last year. And no doubt that's given heart to this Castletown team. They come in here as complete underdogs. Tom Delaney's bottled up, but he gets a good ball in down along the wing towards Ken Phelan. Ken Phelan replaced Stephen Finan, or Johnny Finan on the team. A dangerous ball in towards Jercuddy. Jercuddy under pressure, scoops it out, but only as far as Picky Marr. Picky Marr going to cause a problem with the ball knocked away from him. Well, the Ballacolla supporters won't be too happy with that one because it's certainly a foul, but Brochan Reilly might claim to be allowing a bit of an advantage. But here comes Ben Conroy on a bit of a solo run, gone past centre field, going to be tackled by Bill Duggan. He gets the ball in, but he doesn't get it very far because he's going to break towards Bill Duggan. In the race is James Hoban, but Tom Delaney gets there first, out towards Bill Duggan. Bill Duggan sends a long relieving ball way down, danger here in towards Willie Dunphy. Willie Dunphy grabs it. Still Willie Dunphy trying to get room to shoot, but he won't get enough space in there. Goes towards Paul Cuddy. Paul Cuddy clearance out towards the brother Finan. Finan Cuddy back on his own half back line, up along the wing, going to go towards Ben Conroy. Ben Conroy, couple of men around him, but he makes room for himself. He's looking for Ben Redden, but Ben Redden won't get it. It goes towards Darren Marr, and coming out to give him a hand is the goalkeeper Danny Hanlon. Danny Hanlon sends a long ball way down into the parallelogram towards Willie Highland, towards Willie Dunphy. Chance for Willie Dunphy to point. It looks a good one from Willie Dunphy. Two points the margin. "44 minutes gone in the quarter final. The champions beginning to assert their authority. And ball going to break towards Cyril, and he's going to break back towards John A. John A. tackled by Ben Redden. But John A. with loads of room doesn't send it very far, but he's only looking for Ken Phelan. Ken Phelan playing well in his senior championship game. Hasn't played probably a senior level for a while. Going to break back towards Damien Bergen. Damien Bergen, good ball across the field looking for Mick Dunphy. Is it Mick Dunphy? I don't think he's scored yet, but he might score now. He gets a ball in towards Willie. Willie trying to get round the full back, and the referee blows his whistle. I think it might be a penalty. Costly there by Garrod Gohan, but he was under an awful lot of pressure and succeeded in bringing Willie to the ground. He'll probably get a yellow card maybe, and maybe a chance here for Willie to get that goal that we thought he might have got there 5 minutes ago or 6 minutes ago. The yellow card, the second yellow card of the game for the fullback. Nothing malicious, but he fouled Willie Highland, and I think it might be a penalty, is it? Or is it just an ordinary 20-metre free? Big crowd going into the goal. Will Willie settle for the point, or will he go for the goal again? I think he'll still go for the goal. There's only 2 points in it. Point would be sufficient probably at that stage. He's going for the goal. He'd like to get the goal, and this time he gets it. And the champions lead for the first time after 45 minutes. Goal by Willie Highland from the free. 1 goal and 7 points to 9 points. Is there a response in Castletown Slieve Bloom? They had held on to that lead for a very long time, but eventually that foul there by the fullback led to the semi-penalty. Free, not even a semi-penalty. Jercuddy pucks out. It'll drop around the centre of the field, going towards Paddy Mullaney. Paddy Mullaney is beaten, and John A. Delaney comes more into the game in the second half, sends a nice ball down towards Willie Dunphy. Willie Dunphy looking for space. Got a point here. He's going to take a shot and look for it, but this time it's going to go out over the end line and go well wide. The score remains Clough Ballacolla 1-7. 9 points for Castletown Slieve Blue. Place in the semi-final. 14 minutes away for one of these teams. Remember last year it went to a replay. Brochan Reilly looking for medical attention this year. He's calling in that there seems to be a problem with the goalkeeper, Ger Cuddy, is it? Seems. Puck out from Ger Cuddy. Dropping around the centre of the field. Out towards Mick Mack to John A. John A, a lovely stroke from John A. Has got points from similar directions, but he won't get a point here because the ball's gone out over the end line. Good work by Mick Mack. And Ger Cuddy puck out again. We make it maybe 12 minutes remaining plus extra time, injury time. Joerty encouraging his men to keep their concentration. They're trailing by a point as Darren Marr lets the ball fall, goes back, gets it a second time. Hand passes it out here towards Brendan McAvoy. Brendan McAvoy wins a good ball down along the looking for Willie Dunphy. Willie Dunphy closely challenged by Enda Conroy, but he gets in a good stroke, but he got a bit of a slap there. Play goes on, ball in towards the brother Mick. Still Mick Dunphy gets a ball across towards Ken Phelan. Ken Phelan, still Ken Phelan. He'd love to get a score here, but Ken Phelan takes a shot under pressure. Ball goes out over the end line and wide. Yeah. Looks like a yellow card there for Enda Conroy. Bit of a slap back, yeah, after the ball had gone. Well spotted there by the linesman, I suppose. No changes on either side that we can see. Point in it, and 65 for Willie Highland. He got a point from one already. This time it looks to be okay again from Willie Highland by the looks of things. Yes, indeed. Ten minutes remaining. Ben Redden, shot, blocked down towards Barney Ferns. Barney Ferns goes back for it. Still Barney Ferns, but in there too is Damien Bergen. Ball goes towards Paul Cuddy. Paul Cuddy tries to scoop it back towards Enda Conroy. Just got a yellow card. Back towards Ben Redden. A lovely hand pass from Ben out to Paul Cuddy. Paul Cuddy trying to make space. He gets it out to the brother Finan. Finan looking for options. He's looking for Paddy Mullaney. Paddy Mullaney gone into the corner. Didn't get it first time. Goes back the second time. He might have the legs on Darren Marr, but he hasn't. But he gets the ball back towards David Cuddy. The very man you'd want to get the ball in around the square, and he goes to the ground, but the referee says play on. Ball caught by Bill Duggan. Bill Duggan out towards the midfielder Canis. Canis Coonan under pressure, goes back, tries to hand pass it, but he'll get back towards Tom Delaney. Tom Delaney probably be the most consistent player on the Clough Ballacolla team today. In towards Canis. Canis goes to the ground. The referee says he held on to the ball too long, when it appeared as if he might have been actually fouled, and Canis certainly not happy with that decision, but I don't think that'll change Brochan's mind. But the chance here for Ben Conroy, can he cut the deficit to the minimum? I think he had one wide earlier today, but Castletown Slieve haven't scored for a while. They haven't scored since Ben Conroy scored after 37 minutes of play. I see a substitute on the Castletown Slieve Bloom team. I wonder who's going off. Is it Cyril Cuddy is going off? It looks to be number 7. Cyril Cuddy has gone off the team. A substitute coming in. It looks like it might be the former Rathdowney player Barry McKelvey. I think he's wearing number 10. Was on the original team. And certainly we can expect a bit of excitement, to say the least of it, when the arrival of Barry McKelvey replacing Cyril Cuddy, who I suppose on a yellow card. And certainly 8 minutes to play, 2 points between them. Can Ben narrow the gap to a single point? Bendon lifting, striking. The umpire seems to be happy that Ben Conroy put that one over the bar. Three points in each half by Ben Conroy, 6 points of his side's total of 10. Tension in there. Is it for Canis? Canis will probably feel that he was more sinned against in that incident that led to the free than he sinned. Yeah, I know he was blown for overcarrying. Time is up. At least do I see another substitute on the Castletown team. Going back into the defences that I see. Do I see Barney Ferns going off? No, I don't think Barney's going off anyway. Not too sure. Is it the number 4, the cornerback? He's on the yellow card onside flag. Maybe Enda Conroy is the man that's gone off, and I think the man that could be in would be John Gahan on the original team wearing number 5. We'll wait and see. Here comes Paddy Mullaney. Paddy Mullaney under severe pressure. Is he over carrying? The referee says he is. Paddy will feel very upset there, but then it was similar to the foul there with a couple of moments ago with Canis. One 8 to 10 points. 6 minutes left in this game. Danny Hanlon sends a long one. The kitchen maker, scorer of a great point. They'll be calling him Stephen Cluxton around Ballacolla. Rahabo, ball drops around the centre of the field. Out to the brother Shane Hanlon, but ball is blocked down there by Finan Cuddy. Stalemate around the centre of the field. Stalemate out there still, but the referee Brochan says free to Castletown Slieve Bloom. Is it a target for Ben, or should he be inside and maybe one from Paul Cuddy? But I think Ben is going to attempt this. 2 points between the sides, 9 to 10 points. We make it 55 minutes gone in this excitingly Senior Hurling Championship quarter final. Ben Conroy a chance to reduce the margin. Certainly I don't think anybody would be complaining if there was a replay again. Ben drops it in, and while Danny Hanlon scored a point a minute ago, one going back over his own bar now as Ben Conroy brings his tally to 7 points. 11 points in all, 9 to 11 points after 55 minutes of play. Long puck out from Danny Hanlon, drops it around the centre forward Mick Mack. Mick on the left hand stroke from Coolderry out towards Ger Cuddy. Ger sends a relieving one. He's looking for Ben Redden, and John A is in there as well. In here comes the rugby player Bill Duggan, son of Pat Duggan. Still Bill Duggan getting her past the middle of the field, trying to get room, shortens the grip. Doesn't get it very far, but it does go as far as the Picky Mar. Has been quite by the Picky Mar standards, particularly after his great performance here in the league final. Cutting across there is Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy's going to get out towards that man, Ben Redden. Hand pass it, though, not a very good hand pass, because waiting for this to Bill Duggan. Bill Duggan sends a great ball in, dangerously in there towards Tom Phelan, but going to go towards Ger Cuddy all on his own, sends a long relieving tears, but there's nobody out there from Castletown, but there's his Canis is there. He's been known to score from long distance, but he's not going to score here because the ball going to drop straight in the hands of Paul Cuddy. Paul Cuddy tries to get out. Referee says play on, but seemed to be a free, but maybe he thought it was an advantage. Ball going to break out here. Is this the man Barry McKelvey who just came on? He loved the clash with Tom Delaney. Ball stalemate out there. Nobody really winning. Good ball out there. Going to break back towards Shane Hanlon. Shane Hanlon, the brother scored, and so did Danny Shane score in the first half. Ball going to break out here towards the centre half. Back, Declan Keenan, his father John played, of course, with Clough for many years, played in the county final 1959. Good ball up towards the far side, up towards James Hoban. How many times have we seen that man score goals and points here in O'Moore Park? And it looks like we've seen another point, and is it the equaliser? It's the equaliser. It's his first one, but it's a good one. But a good ball. It came from the centre back, Declan Keenan. 12 points to 1 goal and 9 points after 57 minutes of play. James Hooban, he had one in the first half. We might have give him credit. Is it Willie Hyland looking for Damien Bergen? Damien Bergen a chance to put his side back in front. "57 minutes gone. Damien Bergen opened his account, but what a time to open it with a good point. Put his side back in front. Is there a response again from Castletown Slieve Bloom? Their obituary has been half written on so many occasions, but they won't be writing it after this because the ball's going to break towards Ken Phelan. Ken Phelan is not going to make an awful lot of progress. He's trying to get room to swing. He's looking for options. He hasn't too many options because David Paul Cuddy waiting on his own, beats one man, doesn't send a bad ball by ball, but he has the brother to help him out and bail him out. Finan, the captain, hand pass it out towards Ben Redden. Ben Redden got a goal here against Abbey Leaks, but he was probably a bit further out. It's still Ben Redden. The goal's opening up in the front of him. Will he settle for a point? But no, he's hooked from behind. He goes to the ground. The referee says play on. Referee's blown his whistle. I think it'll be just a hot ball. Ben Redden went down rather heavily, but has he indicated for a free in? I think he was fouled after he went to the ground. I think Brochan Reilly, it's not going to be a hot ball. I think he's awarding a free in. Ben Redden being helped to the ground by Tommaso Duhlania. Not too sure what the referee has indicated. He pointed towards the goal, but I think now he might be going to just throw the ball in. Time wise, 59 minutes gone. 1 minute of normal time remaining. Time ticking away, the seconds ticking away. Is there a score in the former champions, or are the champions to progress to another senior semi-final? They're fifth in 5 years. Lovely ball in from Ken Phelan. Was only a substitute but has started and played well, but Tom Phelan is in there, no relation, has hurled very well. Not in the first flush of youth, but hurling very well. Hand pass it out towards the man, Ben Conroy. The man who's got 7 points. It's still Ben Conroy. It's still Ben Conroy with a shot. But is it going to... It's gone over the bar. The sides are level. Well, a fabulous clearance from Tom Phelan. And the sides are level. I see David Cuddy around the centre of the field. The time is up on the official clock. It'll up to Brochan Reilly to know who's to get the scores, who's to win it, or are we going to come back here again? A chance here. Oh, good ball by Declan Keenan, having a great game at centre half-back. Used to play on the wing. He gets it out to this man, Ben Conroy. Ben Conroy on 8 points. Is he going to send it in towards Paddy Mullaney? Paddy Mullaney and Darren Marr. Good work by Darren Marr. The Ballacolla man gets it out to Tom Delaney. Has hurled very well, but it only gets it out as far. Oh, Castletown man is fouled. Well, we remember here in the drawn game last year at this stage, Castletown won a free to win it. There was a bit of a dispute who would take it. I think it was Paul Cuddy took it. It didn't go over the bar. John Sullivan is in. He's not happy. He used to be happy when Castletown were winning, but he sees, the Castletown man is down lying on the ground. I don't know what John Sullivan's protest is. He's appealing maybe for calm from his players. No great pressure yet. The ball's a long way out. Is it a big one for Ben Conroy? He's scored so many goals and points in this year's championship. He scored 8 here this evening. Surely if he were to score his 9th, the champions we could be seeing new champions. John Sullivan is in there, not too happy. We haven't seen much of him so far this evening, but he's appealing for his players. Changes in attack. He doesn't seem to mind that we're now in injury time. It's a big ask for Ben Conroy, but there's a tension in here. Is Brochan Reilly having words with the umpires in there? Don't really remember what happened in there. Will Ben Conroy drop it in, or will he attempt to go for broke? I see his father coming in here with a word of advice, I have no doubt. Probably telling him to go for the score, and Danny Redden urging his charges over on the far side of the field. Ben Conroy in injury time. Surely if it's not a score, we're going to have to come back here again as we did last year. They met twice in 1993, the first year of Castletown Gales, and Castletown Gales won the first game, but when it came to the quarter final, it was Clough Ballacolla who reached the semi-final. Ben Conroy, the pressure on his shoulders, only 18 years of age. Brochan Reilly, oh, major decision by the Brochan Reilly. And that certainly, and if Shane Hanlon keeps protesting, it'll only get worse. And now, Laois hurling awaits as Ben Conroy scored the winning goal in the junior football final against Camrose last week. Ben's lifts, strikes. Danny Hanlon looks up. The umpire looks up and it's gone over the bar. And Castletown Slieve Bloom are in front. We don't know how much injury time there's to be, but that could be controversy when Brochan and Reilly move the ball up. $14 points to a goal in 10. Possession will be vital, and the man that has it is Paul Cuddy. How many times have we seen that man coming out of defence? How many times have we seen this man, James Houben? James Houben scored a crucial point a minute ago. It's going to break to the substitute, McKelvey. McKelvey, he won't. He wins possession. He's looking for options. He still has it. He's looking for somebody loose, but the man that's going to be loose is Canis Coonan, a stalwart for Clough Ballacolla. Referee Brochan Reilly blows his whistle. He awards a free out to Canis Coonan. We don't know how many minutes. I'd say almost 4 minutes gone. There can't be an awful lot of more time. Danny Hanlon scored a crucial point a couple of minutes ago. He could do with a point now. He's quite capable. I see his father down here pacing up and down. He's having a word with the former Burris and Osprey great Pat O'Brien, who's here to watch his club Burris Kilcotton in the next game. Here we come with the free from the kitchen cabinet maker. It's dropping in. It's dropping over the bar, is it? It's over the bar. The sides are level. Danny Hanlon, what a fabulous point. And now he's added his name to 2 points. Referee Brochan Reilly blows the full-time whistle, and the most relieved men here certainly to save him will be the champions, Clough Ballacolla. But will the extra game do as it did to them last year, bring them on and make them to be great champions? But certainly a great finish to a very exciting contest in the opening game of the Laois Senior Hurling quarter-finals. A draw match, a fabulous point by Ben Conroy to put his side in front, but the champions hit back. Foul on their own half-back line, and no better man, of course, to take that free than the man who had scored one earlier, Danny Hanlon, the full-time score here at O'Moore Park in the first of the quarter-finals. The champions, Clough Ballacolla, 1 goal and 11 points. Castletown Slieve Bloom, 14 points. They'll be back here on Wednesday evening for the replay.